Hi, this is Kylie from Alpha Martial Arts Academy, and often I get asked by members about wrapping hands. Now, obviously it's not something we cover every class, but if you ever need to check, grab one of the senior ranks and ask them to show you. Otherwise, we can go through it a little bit now. So, basically, if you come to me with a pile of wraps that look like this, I'm going to say go roll them up first. I mean, don't turn up to class with your wraps like this. It's a pet hate, and I don't like it, and it's difficult to put them on like that. So, wraps rolled up, ready to go. Thing that these are the Velcro wraps. I'm going to show you two ways today to wrap hands. One, if we use it like this from start, and we're not going to do it up by the Velcro, we're just going to do the Velcro up now. So we're going to make like a little pad. You secure that onto the top of your knuckles and wrap that pad around. And then we're just going to go around a couple of times to secure that on. And just remember, we're always going to go back down to the wrist. These are elastic wraps. They're fairly long, so there's a bit of room in there. I've also got small hands, so maybe don't tie off around the wrist so many times if you've got bigger hands. I like to start with my little finger. So round the little finger this way, like a figure 8. And then you're always going to bring it back down to the wrist side. So round the wrist again, then up. I'm going to go to the next finger. So you go around the finger like a figure 8. It's kind of hard for me to get to the camera angle there. And again, taking it back down to the wrist. And we're going to do each finger like that. So next one, round in a figure 8. Again, back down to the wrist. Index finger and around. Back down to the wrist. And then we're just going to close off. So over the knuckles here, just to finish off one more time. And again, back down the wrist. I haven't wrapped my thumb. Now some people would like to wrap their thumbs. You can do that if you've got extra. You can go ahead and wrap your thumb. I've just gone around twice. And again, back down to the wrist. I actually don't like wrapping my thumb. Then we're just going to finish off. Then because we have started with the Velcro, we don't have the Velcro to tie off. So I'm just going to bring that string, which is normally you clip that on your thumb to start. Just going to put that over the wrap there. Bring it down. I'm just going to pull that a couple of times. So it just opens up your palm area a little bit. Holds all that together. And you can see then it's nice and tight, nice and secure, nice and tidy. Yep, and I've got a nice clear palm. You don't want to have tons and tons of stuff wrapped around your palm so that you can't actually make your fist messy. Anyway, so that's that hand. The other way, if you like, is the, I guess, more traditional way. I don't really know. Everybody wraps their hands slightly differently. So all that work you did rolling up your wraps, just unwrap it. Now you've got this part here. So you've got that little tabby bit, the hook bit on the end of the wrap. You're going to hook that around your thumb. Then again, starting off down the wrist, make sure you do take it low on your wrist. You want to give your wrist as much support as you can. That's really what they're for wrist support and obviously to protect your knuckles. So then you're going to start up, going to the top. So the webbing between your thumb and the fingers, bring it up to that corner. And then just over the main knuckles a couple of times. And guess where we go then? That's right. Back down to the wrist. So back down to the wrist a couple of times. Then I'm going to start with the first finger. Again, so round like that figure 8 there. Round like the figure 8 and back down to the wrist. Bring it back up to the top. So you're always coming up towards the same corner each time, wrapping it off. Back down towards, back down towards that corner. And around the wrist. Again, back up. So you're always coming to the one side of the fingers, wrapping around. Whoops. Around, back down to the wrist. Again. I like to keep mine nice and flat and straight. So just unwinding the wraps there. Back down to the wrist. A couple of times. Again, like we did in the last example, I'm just going to come across up the tops of the knuckles there. Once around the top. And then back down, finish off with the rest of the wrap. Nice and low. down around the wrist. I haven't done my thumb in this example. Again, see now you can see all that stuff in the palm here. Just going to grab that, give it a squish. That thumb hook that was on before, unhook that. And I'm just going to use that to tie off that bit in the center. So now I've got a nice clean palm, gives me something to grip onto, a bit of space so I can make a nice tight thumb. So you can see this one I've managed to go down a little bit lower on the wrist, this one not so much, probably could have come down a bit more, but it's nice and tidy, nice and neat, and I can clench my fist. Anyway, I hope that helped. Give me some feedback. Be nice to me. Alright, ciao.